name is Carolyn Bell, and we're going to do a short 20-minute yoga practice to quiet our mind. Life is very busy, and our minds are often moving in many directions. We need to learn to become more present, to settle our minds, to quiet that monkey mind, that constant thought stream that comes towards us. In Patanjali's Yoga Sutras, the steadying of the mind is known as Dharana. It's a mind focus to the present moment. We are going to use an eye gaze in each of our poses today, a Drishti, to steady the mind and become present. So starting in mountain pose, inhale and exhale. Close your eyes for just a moment and start with your feet. Notice the four corners of the feet and then lift up the toes. Bring them down and grip the mat. Now keeping a softness in the knees, I want you to stand tall, begin growing, pulling the belly in to the midline and then up towards the heart space. Tuck your chin in, lift up through the crown of the head. Bring your hands to heart center. Now take a breath and notice the breath moving in and out of the body. Notice the mind quieting down. And say these words, I am paying attention to life. Inhale, open your eyes, and let's drop down to the mat, to all fours. If you have a blanket as a prop, you might fold it up, place it on your mat underneath your knees. This will give your kneecaps a soft cushion. On your hands and knees for cat and cow, spread your fingers apart. I like to put my index finger pointing straight towards the end of the mat and then push into your knuckles. Inhale, exhale, arching the back, letting the chin drop to the chest. Inhale and exhale, dropping the belly and looking forward. Inhale and exhale to cat pose. Inhale and exhale to cow pose. Try a few more of these. Cat pose and cow pose. Notice the breath moving through the body. And then find a neutral spine. Bringing your right arm forward, fingertips down, and your left leg straight back. We're going to do a balancing table hold. So inhale and lift the arm and leg up, looking down at the mat, keeping your eye gaze soft. Find a Drishti. But continue letting the breath move in and out of the body. Listen to the breath and allow yourself to become present. Now we're going to open the arm and leg to the side. If you need to modify this, bend the elbow and the knee. It will help. If not, you can straighten the arm and the leg and breathe. Our Drishti is down at the mat. One more breath. Inhale and exhale. Return to your former position and then release down. Let's release the back with cat and cow. So inhale and exhale, arch the back. Inhale and exhale, drop the belly, look forward. Breathe and find that neutral spine, knitting the abs into the rib cage. The left arm goes forward, fingertips down, and the right foot goes back, toes touching down. Inhale and exhale, lift the arm and leg. Keeping your eye gaze soft, straight on the mat. Be sure and pull in the core of the body to support the spine. Continue the long, deep breaths. Inhale and exhale. Find the energy in the pose that emanates from the spine out in both directions. One more breath. And then taking the arm and leg out to the side. Remember, you can modify bending the knee and the arm or straighten the legs. If you feel any discomfort, take it back to the bent knee. Straighten the leg and arm and leg again, and then release. Inhale and exhale, cat pose. Inhale and exhale, cow pose. And now press back to child and rest. Feel free to close your eyes here and release all the tension. And now, sitting up, let's remove our blanket, just set it aside. And we'll move into downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Shavasana. So plant the hands on the mat, spreading the fingers, pushing into the palms and the joints of the fingers and pressing back. If you need to modify this pose, then put a bend in the knees and you can keep your heels high. If you have more flexibility in the back of the legs, then straighten the legs and press the heels down towards the mat. But it's okay to keep them hovering above the mat. Now we are pushing the floor away from us and then squeezing the arms in toward the head. I want you to wrap the biceps and spread the shoulder blades. Inhale and exhale, finding the strength and stability in this pose. Paying attention to the breath. Our eye gaze is on the navel. Or an option there would be to place the eye gaze on the knees. The head stays in alignment between the arms. Nice strong breath moving in and out of the body. Paying attention to our breath into the present moment. The right foot is stepping forward in between the hands. Now angle the back foot and bring your body up with your hands on your hips. We're going to check our alignment. If you feel like you're twisting too much to the left, I want you to separate your feet on the mat. Square up the hips a little bit more. And then bringing the hands to heart center. Inhale the arms up. For Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. Tucking the chin in, we look forward into infinity. Paying attention to our breath. paying attention to the present moment. We inhale and we exhale. Squeezing those upper arms in towards the head. The chin is tucked. Inhale, the fingertips slightly rise, and then open the arms to warrior two. The left hip pelvis will naturally open. Inhale and exhale, dropping a little deeper into the pose, but be sure that your knee is over your ankle, over your heel. If you look down at your knee, you should see your toes peeking just beyond your knee. Our Drishti is on the first fingertip and beyond to infinity. The breath moves in and out of the body. And now bringing the hands to heart center, we're going to lift up, straightening the front leg, and touch the back toes down. Moving into Virabhadrasana 3. I'll show you the modification first. So inhale and exhale, bending forward halfway down. You can keep your toes touching down and back. Now, if you have more strength and balance, then lift the back leg up, toes pointing down. If you have even more strength and balance, then bring the arms forward. Inhale and exhale. One more breath. Soft eye gaze. Dropping the back foot down, hands to the mat. Step back to plank. Pushing the floor away. The eye gaze is on the mat. Inhale and exhale. Bending the elbows so they go straight along the sides of the body, halfway down, and then you rise to Bhujangasana, Cobra. Halfway up. The eye gaze runs down the tip of the nose to the floor. Keeping the shoulders down, the elbows hug the sides of the body. Inhale and exhale, tucking the toes. We're pushing up to the knees as a modification, and then lift the kneecaps up, pressing back to downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale, gathering energy for the second side. Remember your body alignment and pay attention to your breath. Left foot stepping forward. Place your eyes in between your thumbs, step forward, angle the back foot, and lift up to hands on the waist, hands on the hips. Now adjust the legs as needed. If you need to step the foot a little wider on the mat, hands at heart center. Inhale the arms up, Virabhadrasana 1. Tucking the chin, pulling the belly in and up towards the heart space. Keeping your eye gaze steady and your breath moving in and out of the body. Paying attention to this present moment. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and heart center. Let's open the arms as we turn the body more to the side, opening ourselves to warrior two. Eye gaze is on the first finger and beyond. Keeping the shoulders down. The strong core. The breath moving in and out of the body. Paying attention. Welcome each new breath. Transitioning to Virabhadrasana 3. Hands at heart center, we lift the body up, keeping the toes touching down and back. Zipping the core, finding that strong shelf. Inhale and exhale, begin to bow forward. The option is to lift the back leg with the toes pointing down. Inhale and exhale, steady eye gaze. Option is to reach forward. Warrior 3, Virabhadrasana 3. Placing the hands down, the back foot down, we're going to step back to plank pose. So plant your hands and step back. Push the floor away, strong core here. As you lower to the ground, the elbows go straight back, hugging the sides of the body, and then halfway up to Bhujangasana, Cobra pose. I often see people with their elbows splayed out. Stay in alignment with the elbows along the sides of the body. Remember your eye gaze. Staying present on the mat. Then tucking the toes. You can keep the knees down, or you can lift the knees and do a push-up to plank. Downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale. Allow the breath to refresh the body, replenish the energy. And then bend the knees, floating forward or walking to the front of the mat. Land softly. Find your blanket. Put it back down on the mat, sitting on the blanket, or staff pose, Dandasana. The hands are on either side of the hips. You sit tall and tuck the chin. The toes are pointing straight up. Flexing the feet will help to open the back of the legs, the hamstrings. Inhale the arms up, and let's do a forward bend here. Hands slide along the sides of the body as you sit up. We're going to bend the knees, remove the blanket. Our knees are bent for boat pose. Modification, keep the knees bent and reach along the sides of the legs. You could hold onto the legs here if you need that steadiness. The back spine is straight, the chin is tucked, and your eye gaze forward, looking down the nose and to the toes. Inhale and exhale. The full boat is with the legs straight. The breath continues to flow in and out of the body. Then bend the knees, drop the feet down and round the back, releasing any tension in the back. Inhale and exhale, letting go. And now we drop down to our back. Bring your knees into your chest. Inhale and exhale. This is a very short and simple practice today. So let's do a full body stretch and then release the arms and legs out for Shavasana. It's important to take time to quiet the mind and body. Life moves so quickly. Thoughts stream through our minds constantly throughout the day. So let's just take the next few minutes to find rest, to pay attention to the breath, and to calm the mind and body. Slow down the breath, inhaling and exhaling, allowing yourself to settle into the mat, to find a time of quiet. Breath moving in, breath moving out. Pay attention. Observe. Now bending the knees, we'll take a moment to roll to our side and rest on the side body. Keeping the eyes closed here, we rest. Using the hands, walk the body up to sitting, crossing the legs. We sit in seated meditation. Hands at heart center. If you had more time, it's good to sit and be present. I hope you've developed some steady focus today. that you've practiced Dharana, you've found a Drishti, and you've paid attention to life. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.